We start here. Mmusi Maimane's Build One South Africa movement will launch its 2024 manifesto today at Victoria Yards in Johannesburg. Now, BOSA is one of the extra-parliamentary parties which is hoping to make it to Parliament. For more on this now, we take you to our reporter, Ntlantla Kgatlhane, who's on standby with BOSA's Head of Elections, Roger Solomon. Ntlantla, very good morning to you. Take us through some of the latest conversations coming out of there this morning.
Yes, well, a very good morning to you. I'm coming to you right here from Victoria Yards, where BOSA is set to hold its manifesto launch. Build SA, if you know, it's one of the new political parties that will be participating in this year's election. It was formed in 2022, but if you can remember, one of the interesting things is that at least they've managed to taste how elections, go. Late last year in October, they managed to participate in the by-elections in the Northern Cape at the Solplaki municipality, where they managed to get 1%. But quite interestingly, since we arrived here, we've seen a couple of buses come through, busing people in so that they can come and hear what Mmusi Maimane, who is the leader of BOSA, is going to say. But Mkolisi, I must just point out to you, at this particular time, as elections comes closer, one of the most interesting phenomenon to look out for, it's how political parties are going to manage to bring people in during this time of manifesto launches, where you can use that as a form of intimidation. But like I said to you, BOSA is a newbie in the political space. It will be participating in the elections for the first time this year. Like you already mentioned, I'm with Roger, who is the head of elections for BOSA, who's going to talk to us a little bit more about today. Thank you so much, Mr. Solomon. How confident are you that you're going to perform well? I mean, you're newbies, new kids on the corner. You've participated in by-elections late last year and managed to get only 1%. How confident are you that come these elections, you guys will make a mark?
Sure, thank you so much. We are very confident and excited with the response that we've received from fellow South Africans on the ground, being represented in all provinces, in all towns and villages especially. We are very, very confident to perform well. Our offer is very compelling, and we believe that South Africans will buy in, and give us a chance this elections.
Another question that I have for you, that around this time, you political parties obviously have messages to try and convince ordinary South Africans to vote for you. How is your message going to be different from other political parties? I mean, if you listen, it's always education, unemployment, business opportunity. How is your message going to be different? And one issue is the implementation part.
BOSA's blueprint for change is a jobs plan, a tangible jobs plan. And we believe that this manifesto will help us build a better South Africa. Our jobs plan is very, very practical, clear, concise. And our leader, Mmusi Maimane, today will further unpack that manifesto. But it's clear that BOSA's blueprint for change is a jobs plan that is workable.
But as a leader in the party, I mean, one of the issues that South Africans would be complaining about, it's pragmatism when it comes to policies or plans that you have.
I think, it's been 30 years since the dawn of democracy, and millions and millions of South Africa are struggling to make ends meet. We are struggling to put food on the table, struggling to educate and clothe our children. And our plan is tangible, it's clear, it's concise, with timelines on how we're going to do it. BOSA is not in the business of lofty ideas and empty promises. And we are excited about this plan. We believe in this blueprint for a jobs plan and to ensure a job in every home.
How many people are you expecting here? We saw about a couple of buses come in. And just take us through the reason why you guys chose the Victoria Yards as a venue to deliver your manifesto.
The Victoria Yards is a very unique venue that we've opted for in the heart of Joburg. Victoria Yards also houses small business and local entrepreneurs. And we chose this venue specifically, to speak to that specific theme and our offer. So the venue does have a capacity of just over 2,000. We'd have loved to be at other venues, but we couldn't find, availability. But we're here in Victoria Yards. We're here in a place, in a warehouse that speaks to what we are wanting to do through our offer to South Africa, and that is a jobs plan.
Well, thank you so much. Kolisi, that was head of elections, Roger, talking to us in terms of, what's going to be happening here today. Like you heard, he just told us that one of the reasons was they chose this place was that it's one of those hubs where, if you have a small business, you can just come and rent here at a reasonable price. And this venue right here, it can accommodate around 2,000 people. But like I said, Mkolisi, this is around this time, it's quite interestingly in the political space, especially when you launch your manifesto. Such event can be used as a way to threaten your opposition by managing to bring numbers. It's a numbers game as elections come closer. So if you fail to bring numbers, then that sets you back a bit. But that remains to be seen. We know that there's been a lot of new political parties that have raised their hand to show interest in this upcoming elections. Kolisi, with that being said, it's back to you in studio.